Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about honoring the bills. Now what does it mean? See, we'll understand. Honoring the bill with different options. How different options? See what happens. A has sold goods to B. We know. Then what will A do? A will draw the bill. So A becomes the drawer. B accepts the bill, so he becomes the drawee, or you can say the acceptor of the bill. Very simple. He is the drawer of the bill. Who has the bill now? A has the bill now. A possesses the bill. Now, what can A do with that particular bill? See, A has that bill written there that okay, B is supposed to pay me this amount. Okay, what can A do? See, understand the options what we have, what A has options, the meaning of that, and journal entry. Now understand this. The first point we have here is what A can do. A can retain the bill. Retain the bill. What does it mean? A got the bill signed from B for 2 months. So for the next 2 months, A has that bill. Now after completion of 2 months, on the due date, A still has that bill. A takes that bill and goes to the B, and then B pays the amount. It means A retains, or you can say A possesses the bill till the date of maturity. If it is mentioned in the question that he has retained the bill, then there is no problem. You are not supposed to pass any different journal entry for that. But on the due date, when money is received, then you have to write there, okay, bank account debit, cash account debit to bills receivable. That we will learn in the further question. But if it is just mentioned that he retains the bill, no journal entry for that. Now, what can be the second scenario? Second scenario is bills sent for collection. If bills are sent for collection, what does it mean? See, what does the A do? Our drawer A, drawer sends the bill to the bank. And drawer tells the bank that you have to do a one particular job for me, that is I am giving you this bill on the due date, that is after 2 months you go to the B and get money. Now here we are assuming that that bank will get money from B, and when the B pays money to the bank, that bank will again come to our drawer and he will give the money to A. Drawer sends the bill to the bank and bank holds the bill till due date on behalf of drawer. On due date, bank gets the payment from drawee and pays the money to drawer. Now I will just show you a pictorial representation what will happen. See, A sold the goods to B, right? A has the bill. Now what did the A do? A gave that bill to bank and told bank that you get the money from B. So on due date, bank will go to B. Now B will pay money to bank, pay money, and whatever bank's charges are there, whatever commission is there, that bank will keep and send the rest of the amount to A, that particular money. This is how it is happening. You can say that bank is doing a particular job for A. Okay. Now moving further, what will be the next entry for this? What will be the journal entry we are passing? We are who? We are passing the journal entry from the viewpoint of drawer. Journal entry in books of drawer. Okay. So according to drawer, yeah, according to A, think bills has been gone to the bank. It means I can say bills sent for collection account debit to bills receivable account. This will be our journal entry. Very simple. Now moving further, what is the next option we have here? Discounting of a bill. What happens in this case? Please understand. See, A has the bill. The bill says B will pay money to A after 2 months. Okay. But suppose after 10 or 15 days, A needs the money. Now what will A do? A goes to the bank and give that particular bill to the bank. And A tells bank, please provide me a short-term loan and you keep this bill. Okay. You can say A is giving that bill as a security. Like we already know, we give the papers of our land as a security, our building, our house or our offices as a security, and we borrow the loan from the bank. So like that only what A did is, A gave the bill receivable to bank and he has borrowed some short-term loan. You can say he has borrowed some money. Now on the due date what will happen? Bank will go to the B and B will pay the money to the bank. Understood? See, now you will say, sir, bank is giving short-term loan to A. Correct, he is giving the loan. So sir, when bank is giving loan, there must be some interest charges. Of course, those interest charges here are called as discounting charges. They are called as discounting charges that bank will deduct. For example, the bill says that he has to get 1000 rupees from B. Bank will not give 1000 rupees as loan. Bank will give 990 rupees only. Bank will deduct 10 rupees as interest cost. Understood? So we will write that C. It means taking a short term loan from the bank against a security known as bills receivable. What is the security A has given? A has given bills receivable to the bank and got the loan. Remember, what is the next point? The next very important point is interest on loan is the discounting charges. Now you will say, sir, how will we calculate the discounting charges? Very simple. Discounting charges, or you can say that interest charges. How do you calculate? The value of the loan, whatever they have given, the bill value I am writing here, multiply rate of interest, okay, multiply unexpired months. Divided by 12. Why unexpired months? Suppose bill was given for 2 months. A needed money after 15 days. So A will go to the bank after 15 days and A is borrowing the money for 1 month and 15 days only. Understood? That's why discounting charges will be bill value into rate of interest into unexpired months divided by 12. Now, one thing you have to remember here is that unexpired months we have to always ignore the grace days. Grace days shall not be included in the unexpired months. Okay. Now, next point here is on due date, drawee will pay, drawee means who? B will pay entire money to the bank. That's it. There can be a question in your mind that in all these cases, sir, there is a chances that B does not pay. What will happen in that case? See, that's why the name of our concept is honoring the bill. Honoring means we go to the B on the due date and he is paying. If B does not pay that amount, that means he is dishonoring the bill. It means he is not paying that amount. That we will discuss in the next videos. Okay. Now we are assuming he is paying in all the cases. We will again discuss all the cases when he is dishonoring the bill. Now, discounting of a bill, what will be the journal entry passed? See what is happening. We are receiving the money, so cash account will be debited, or you can say if they are providing us the check, so bank account will be debited. Bank account debited because I am receiving money in my bank account. Now, discount charges is also my expense only, so I will write here discounting charges debit. Then what are we giving? Who are we? We are the drawer, we are the A. We are giving bills receivable. So, to bills receivable account. That's it. Remember, bills receivable are going in all the cases. Bill sent for collection, 2 bills receivable. Bank account debit, discounting charges account debit, 2 bills receivable. Understood? Now we have here the last option, option number 4, that is endorsing the bill. Endorsing the bill, or you can say transferring the bill. Transferring the bill. What does it mean? It means the bill is transferred to other person. Other person is generally the creditor of A. So I am mentioning here creditor. Okay, what is happening? See, look how the scenario is going. A has the bill, B signed it and gave it to A. Now suppose some person came C and C tells A to pay him the money back. Now A remembers that A has to pay money to C because A purchased goods from C only. Now see, A has that bill only. A tells to C, see, I do not have any cash. So if you want any money right now, I do not have in cash, I only have bill. Do you want the bill? C says, okay, give the bill. So what does A do? A transfers that bill to whom? To C. What will happen on the due date? On the due date, C will go to the B and collect that amount. Understood? Now, when we are transferring the bill in the name of C, what will happen? C. Our bill is going, so what will we write? Two bills receivable. Now, who is getting that bill? Creditors are getting, so creditors account debit. Remember this thing, the person who is getting the bill debited, and for us bills is going, so bills receivable account is credited. See, in the first entry, bill sent for collection, so bill sent for collection account debit to bills receivable. After that, bank account debit, discounting charges debit because we are getting the loan, and what is going? Bills receivable are going, so two bills receivable. In every entry the same thing, bills receivable will be credited only. Two bills receivable, two bills receivable. Here also, who is getting that bill? Creditors, and for us it will be two bills receivable. Very simple. Now kindly please refer this row, write these all the notes and understand it properly. Now capsule number 6, what does it say? See, we have already done 5 capsules for the due date. So now capsule number 6. On 1st April 2021, Ram sold goods to Mohan for rupees 50,000. On the same date, Mohan accepted the bill drawn upon him by Ram at 3 months for rupees 50,000. So from 1st April, 3 months, 1st May, 1st June, 1st July will be the due date, 1st July, and then the 3 grace days. Okay. Now, on the due date, the bill was met. If on the due date the bill was met, what does it mean? The bill is honored. We have just learnt it. Now, we have to pass journal entries in the books of Ram and in the books of Mohan. So, I am just giving the heading in the books of Ram and in the books of Mohan. Okay. Now, on 1st April, Ram sold goods to Mohan. So, on 1st April, Ram has sold the goods to Mohan. So, what will Ram write? Mohan account debit to sales account. How much? 50,000. 50,000. Very simple. In the books of Mohan, Mohan has purchased the goods. So what will he write? Purchase account debit 50,000 to Ram account 50,000. Very simple. Now what has happened? They are saying on the due date the bill was met, but before that on the same date Mohan accepted a bill. Now Mohan accepted the bill on the same date, so again on the 1st April what will we write? What Ram has got from the Mohan, Mohan signed the document and gave it to Ram, so Ram will write bills receivable account debit from whom he has received, from Mohan, so to Mohan account 50,000, 50,000. In the books of Mohan, what has happened? What Mohan has paid to Ram, he did not pay cash, he did not do online payment, he has given bills payable. So, Ram account debit to bills payable account. 50,000, 50,000. Simple. He sold goods to Mohan, he received bills from Mohan. Now on the due date is 1st July plus 3 days, it means 4th July. What has happened? The bill was met. When the bill is met, what does it mean? He gave that bill and Mohan gave him cash. So bills receivable will be over and Ram will get the cash, or you can say bank. So we can write here cash or bank, anything, account debit to what is gone on the due date. Remember this thing, on the due date bills receivable will always be credited, because on the due date, that is the life of bills receivable or bills payable. After due date there is no value for bills. So to bills receivable, we will use here just one account, so not to get confused, you use only cash account. To bills receivable account, 50,000 and 50,000. After this, according to Mohan, think what has happened. His new liability is bills payable account, so he will pay the bills payable. Bills payable account debit. He will pay means to cash, because cash is decreasing. 50,000, 50,000. If you can understand the flow, understand it. See, Mohan account got debited, Mohan account got credited, over. Now bills receivable account got debited, then bills receivable account got credited, over. What has remained at the end is cash account debit and sales. It means what? We sold the goods and we have received the money. Understood? You cannot write that directly, because we have to understand what has the entire process happened, how the money flows, or what are the journal entry. This is what the procedure is. Understand from the viewpoint of Mohan. He first purchased the goods from Ram. Then what did he give to Ram? He did not give cash, he gave the Ram bills. So we wrote Ram to bills. Okay. After 2 months, what does Mohan do? Mohan is paying that liability. What is his liability? Bills payable. So bills payable account debit to cash. Very simple. Now we'll do the next question. This was the question regarding our first option. What was the first option? Retaining the bill. Retaining the bill. Now what does it say? See, a 2-month bill for rupees 6,000 is drawn by B and Co. Okay, so I will write here, in the books of B and Co. Who he is the drawer, and accepted by C and Co. So I can just write here, in the books of C and Co. he is the drawee, and accepted by C and Co. payable at the Bank of India. Okay, B and Co. gives the bill to their banker for collection. Okay, on due date bill is honored. Show what entries will be passed in the books of B and Co. Now we will write entries for B and Co. and C and Co. both, don't worry. Remember, in all the 4 options what we had learnt, for that, for journal entry for drawer will change, it will increase, but for drawee there will be no journal entry. Okay, now the first entry will be a 2-month bill for rupees 6,000 is drawn. They have not mentioned anything about sales, so we will not write anything for sales. They have written a bill is drawn by B and accepted by C. So in the books of B we will write bills receivable account debit 6,000 to C and Co. account 6,000. What will C write? C has accepted it, so he will write. So he will write B and Co account debited to bills payable because it is liability for him. To bills payable 6,000. 6,000. Very simple. Now what happens after this? What did B and Co did? B and Co do? He sent the bill for the collection. If he has sent the bill for collection, what will he write? He will write very simple, bill sent for collection. Bill sent for collection. Account debit to what he has given to the bank? Bills. To bills receivable. See, there is a particular department in bank who does all this work. Okay, bill sent for collection, account debit to bills receivable 6,000 and 6,000. What will C write the entry? Nothing, because C don't even know that what drawer is doing with that particular bill. Okay, now what is happening? Again, on the due date, what is happening? Now drawer or our B and Co who has given the bill to the bank, on the due date he will call the bank and he will tell, see, I gave you a bill for collection, did you collect my amount? Bank will go to the C and Co, he will collect that amount and then give it to the B. Now see, so on the due date you will write bank account debit to. Now think, on the due date you cannot write bills receivable here. Why? Because bills receivable is already been gone. You had bills receivable here on the first day. Now bills receivable has been already sent for the collection. So you do not have bills now. Bills receivable was debited, then it is credited. Bills receivable account gone. From whom will you take the money? From that particular account, bill sent for collection. That is our bank only, to whom you have given your work to collect the amount from C and Co. So bank account debit to bills sent for collection. How much? 6,000. 6,000. Very simple. Now, after this, on due date for him, for the drawee, what will happen? See, for drawee, it just doesn't matter whatever is the case, bill sent for collection or discounting, endorsing or whatever it is. Why? Because for him, the person who is holding the bill, he will pay that amount to him. So for him, on the due date, the journal entry will not change and the journal entry will remain the same. Bills payable, account debit to cash or bank, whatever he has given to the banker. Cash account 6,000 and here also 6,000. Simple. Discounting of bill. What is happening? Prakash received from Mohan an acceptance for rupees 30,000. So understand, Prakash received the acceptance. It means Prakash is your drawer. Mohan is the drawee. Because he has accepted for rupees 30,000. This is your bill amount on 1st July at 3 months. Okay. At 3 months means July, August, September, October. So 1st October plus 3 days. So the bill will be due on 4th October. Prakash got this acceptance discounted at 12% per annum at his bank. Okay, what he did? He went to the bank, he took the loan and the interest charges were 12%. Okay. On the due date, Mohan paid the required amount. Obviously, he has to pay, but they have just mentioned because it is the chance of honoring the bill. It is not the dishonoring of the bill. Okay. Pass J in the books of Prakash and Mohan. So now, in the books of Prakash Prakash is the drawer in the books of Mohan. Mohan is the drawee. Okay. What will be the first journal entry? Bill of 30,000. So Prakash will write bills receivable. All the journal entries will be like same only. If you will solve 4-5 sums now, it will become just mechanical, the same entries again and again. Bills receivable account debit 30,000. From whom did he receive bill? From Mohan. So to Mohan account. And now understand, for Mohan it is bills payable. So Prakash account debit. To bills payable. How much? 30,000. 30,000. After that, what has happened? Prakash got this acceptance discounted at 12% at his bank. So what was the journal entry? Bank account debit. Discounting charges account debit. What have we given to the bank? We have given bills to the bank. So to bills receivable. How much were the bills receivable worth? 30,000. What will be the discounting charges? 30,000 multiply 12%. And it is not given that when did we discount. So we will assume that on the first day itself he got the discounted. He received the bill on 1st July for 3 months and Prakash got this acceptance discounted, means he went on the same day to the bank and got the money. So we will write it into 3/12. So the amount will be 900. See, we gave a bill of 30,000 rupees to the bank. Bank will deduct 900 rupees as interest charges. How much money will bank give back to the Prakash? 29,100. Simple enough. Now, what will happen in the Mohan's book? Nothing. Because think, Mohan does not know what is Prakash doing with the bill. Now, moving further, what is happening on the due date? On the due date, Prakash will not pass any entry. Why? Because Prakash is not supposed to receive any money from anybody. See, from Mohan he will not receive because he has already received the money. From bank he has not to receive because bank has already given him the loan against that bills receivable. So everything is gone. What will Mohan write? Mohan will write bills payable account debit to cash or bank, anything. But whenever bank is there, you must use bank only whenever bank is coming in the picture. Okay, it is just the safer side. I am telling you, 30,000 and 30,000. Now the fourth option what we had here was endorsing the bill. Understand, this was the retaining. After that we learned that bill sent for collection, then this discounting of bill. Then fourth option we had here is endorsing. What is endorsing? It just means you have transferred the bill. Transferring the bill. See what has happened. Dev owes rupees 10,000 to Krishan. What does it mean? Dev is supposed to pay 10,000 rupees to Krishan. Okay. On 1st May 2021, he sent his promissory note for the amount payable after 3 months. It means, I am just writing here so it will not be confusing. Dev had to pay 10,000 to Krishan. Okay. On 1st May, he sent his promissory note for the amount payable after 3 months. Promissory note. See, in promissory note, we do not need the acceptance of the other person. Dev knows that he has to pay 10,000 to Krishan. So Dev just wrote a promissory note that I promise to Krishan that I will pay him 10,000 rupees after 3 months. On 1st June 2021, Krishan endorses the promissory note in favor of Wahid, to whom he owed the like amount. He owed the like amount it is. Now see, first we will pass the journal entry for 1st May. 1st May. In the books of Krishan, Krishan, Dev and Wahid, right? Krishan, Dev and Wahid. See, understand it very, very carefully. On the 1st May, what is happening? He sent his promissory note. Who sent? Dev. Dev sent his promissory note for the amount payable after 3 months. So on 1st May, Dev is sending. So he will be writing. On 1st May, Dev sent the promissory note. It means Dev has sent and Krishan has received. If Dev has sent, you can write, Dev will write Krishan account debit 10,000 because Dev has promised him. So it is his liability. Liability is 2 bills payable. How much? 10,000. Remember on 1st May, Wahid was not in the picture only. Okay. Now, Krishan has received that bill. So for Krishan, bills receivable account debit, how much? 10,000 to Dev account 10,000. Very simple. It is very simple. Just understand the wordings. On 1st April, Dev sent a bill to Krishan. So Krishan will write bills receivable account debit to Dev and Dev will write Krishan account debit to bills receivable. There can be a minor doubt that, sir, we are sending promissory note but we are writing bills. It is one and the same thing. You can write bills payable and bills receivable for the promissory note also. There is no problem. Okay. After this, what is happening? On 1st June, Krishan endorsed the promissory note in favor of Wahid. Okay, it means on 1st June. On 1st June, Krishan endorsed it to Wahid. So he will write Wahid account debit to bills receivable. The worth was 10,000 and 10,000. See, Krishan directly gave this bill to Wahid. Dev does not know anything about this. Even if Dev knows, he will pass no journal entry for this. Understood? Now, Wahid is receiving the bills. So we have written Wahid account debit to bills receivable. Okay. Our bill is gone. For Wahid, Wahid has received bills. So he will be writing bills receivable account debit to Krishan account, how much? 10,000 and 10,000. Very simple. Now, what has happened after Wahid has passed the journal entry? This was happened on 1st June. Now on the due date, when is the due date? The due date is from 1st May, 3 months. It will be from 1st May, 3 months. It is like 1st June, July, August and then 3 days. 1st August plus 3 days. It will be 4th August. So we will write here the due date is 4th August. On the due date, what is happening? See, on the due date, Krishan will not receive any money. Why? Because Krishan does not have bill. Krishan has given that bill to Wahid. On due date, Dev has to pay the amount. So Dev will pay bills payable account debit. See, it doesn't matter to Dev whoever has the bill. The person who holds the bill, Dev will pay that amount to that person. On that date, Wahid holds the bill, so he will write bills payable account debit to cash. Even if Wahid holds or Narendra Modi holds, anybody holds that bill, it doesn't matter. He will pass the same journal entry, bills payable account debit to cash, because he will give that amount to the person who holds that bill. Bills payable to cash, that will become 10,000 and 10,000. Now, what will Wahid write? Wahid is receiving the money, so Wahid will write cash account debit. What will Wahid give? Wahid will give the bills receivable. To bills receivable 10,000 and 10,000. Understood? Simple enough. Please try these sums, write these answers, so you will have a better clarity that how the bill flows from one person to another person and how the journal entries are getting affected. Okay, thank you so much.